Daniel, what? Always up to the last moment.
Too busy correcting us.
Yeah.
He forgets to correct himself.
His microphone's not plugged in.
Podcast adjuster, adjust thy podcast. I'm going through a growth spurt, so I had to adjust the I literally had to adjust the level on my microphone. It was too low down. And I'm so tall now I work out.
Yeah. You keep nothing on the DL anymore.
Yeah.
Or the LD.
Yeah. I don't take LSD.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Is that what we're doing right now? Okay, I'll have a little bit.
All right. If you're having
if you guys are gonna
if it's in the room, I'll have some LSD.
As long as all three of us promise to have it in our system for 10 years.
There we go.
Yeah.
As long as all of us promise not to work for a government position. Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
I just joined the Doge department. So speaking of Doge, you almost dodged listening to this podcast, but you didn't, because now it is time to listen to Candy is Dandy, the world's only candy review podcast. Got him. Mission accomplished. We did it. We did it, Joe. So this
Whatever happened to that lady?
I
think good.
Yeah. I think she, by the time this comes out, is in Guantanamo.
That tracks.
So, what'd you say?
That tracks.
Yeah, that tracks. With the path that everything is set on right now, that totally tracks.
Well, this podcast is going to be broadcast from Guantanamo in about 2 months. So this is Daniel.
Don't.
Daniel doesn't understand the context of the situation in Guantanamo well enough, Zafran.
This is Beto just following orders, Sistos.
This is Greg. Please don't turn on the news, Gonzalez.
This is Daniel. Time limit on news apps on his phone, Zafran. So this is, again, the world's only candy review podcast, where each episode we pick a different candy. We give a little bit of candy news. We give the history of the candy.
We sure do.
We taste the candy.
Yum, yum, yum.
We review the candy. We play a candy game. And it's over.
Oh no, that's my least favorite part.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the tasting, and my not favorite part is the not tasting.
Well, interestingly, the part where we're not on is when people listen the most.
Oh,
I've seen the
great.
statistics.
Yeah.
Podcasts get a boost when we're not broadcasting.
Are there ASMR podcasts?
Because
we could just have a chewing podcast.
Yeah.
No research, no talking.
I've said this before that there is a because one of the editing ways is I removed, it's a mouth declip. So I remove just the natural noises that our dry ass mouths make when we're talking, but you can export just the clicks and it's disgusting.
I love it.
It sounds like Jabba the Hutt's back room. It's so gross.
The new fetish is born.
For every fetish there is of Princess Leia in that outfit, there is a fetish for Jabba the Hutt licking the frog up.
There is a fetish for the Rancor keeper who comes out.
Hey, he felt emotions. And one emotion he felt, go check out Jabba's back room. You'll feel that emotion too. So before we do anything in the show, though, we have a little top of the show segment, and we call it the top of the show. We completely forgot what
we figured it out. And we landed the plane. Sure, we rolled it.
We record this show regularly, and we never seem to remember how it goes. We've been doing this, 40 years now?
I know.
Guys, I brought a steak. Is that what we do? Help me.
We're reviewing corn this episode? What do we do? Okay, so... And this was a last minute addition to the top of the show.
Yeah.
So in our a month ago, a little. Oh no, it's not the full moon, is it? I turned into a chihuahua. But the Roshan episode, which was a couple months ago, which is Ukraine's top candy. We covered them. We talked about the history of that, and we got into what's going on in Ukraine a little bit. And one of he's an LA Meekly listener who also listens to Candy is Dandy, Oleg.
Hi, Oleg.
Hello. Baby.
Hello, Oleg, baby.
Yet. That's as much as I know in any language from that part of the world. But anyway, so Oleg is Ukrainian. He's from Ukraine.
Yes.
And he wanted to thank us for covering Roshan and talking about Ukraine with everything that's going on right now. And he thanked us by giving us something that we mentioned in the episode that is not a candy. And we should also have a top of the show.
Yeah.
So we were saying Kiev, the city in Ukraine. But that's the Russian pronunciation. And to choose the right side, you want to pronounce it the Ukrainian way, which I still can't get. He said it for me. It's something like kuv.
If?
Kuv.
Okay.
Kuv.
That should be the ASMR.
Yeah.
She was just trying to pronounce,
Just the clicks of it. And for some reason, the clicks sound like Kiev. It keeps saying like all this Russian propaganda in the clicks. But yeah, no, so Kuv, so we pronounce it, it's something like that.
Yeah.
So he brought us a Kuv cake. which is like we talked about it. It's like if you visit Kuv, it's like a big gift to bring back. And he wanted to thank us for just doing the show and stuff. It is very sweet of him. Very nice of him to do. I got to meet his baby, who's really cute.
Wow.
And not so bad looking yourself, Oleg. You want another?
I've been saying this.
Do you want another baby? I can give you one. So yeah, he brought us a Kuv cake to try.
Okay.
And it's not candy, so this is kind of unofficial, but we're going to try it right now on the air. And
in our new show, Cake is Dake.
Cake for Jake. Our names are Jake now. But also, Beto, this is a Roshan brand version of the Kuv cake.
Okay.
So, Kuv cake. So, so this is still kind of a continuation. And when we opened it, it was not what we were expecting. It looks beautiful. There's frosting flowers on it. It looks really nice.
Very decorative.
Decorative. It seems
Ornate,
flaky. It smells buttery. It kind of smells like a croissant to me.
Yeah.
When you were cutting it, I think Beto said it sounded like a Kit Kat being broken apart.
Yeah.
And you kept saying, "Give me a kuv, give me a kuv of that kuv cake."
I'm getting like hints of almond, maybe vanilla.
Oh yeah.
I was reading the ingredients off the air, but it's hazelnut, but it has it has like 3 different types of alcohol in it.
Really?
It's got brandy, dessert wine, and then something just called alcohol.
It's gonna be a good episode. Finally, dude.
Liquor is quicker. Liquor is quicker is here. Okay, so let's try this kuv cake. It's really flaky.
Whoa. That is crunchy.
Incredibly flaky. My God, that is sweet.
Sweet.
That's very sweet.
The frosting's really good.
The hazelnut really pops. And there's like a bite from the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
You can taste it.
Yeah. So many good textures.
The textures are crazy. The inside is kind of like a cream puff almost. Like a flakier kind of profiterole cream puff sort of thing. So that kind of melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
And then the frosting is really, the inside isn't that sweet. It's kind of more alcohol-y, but the frosting on the outside is really sweet and liquidy.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's not like a thick frosting.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this.
Yeah.
I think this is very good.
That tasted like some kind of nut in here.
It's a texture I've never had in a cake before.
Yeah, I agree.
There is one nut invading Ukraine right now. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
No, it's cake time.
Yeah, no, that it is. This is unlike a cake I've had before.
It's like an airy, sandpaper.
Yeah.
But it's good.
In a good way. Yeah. And in Ukraine, that's the highest compliment. No, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, should we rate this?
No, that's illegal, dude.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Yeah.
In
At
Russia,
a time like this? Really?
We're going to rate something Ukrainian. Has this cake even thanked us for letting us eat it? By the time this episode comes out, 8 more horrible things have been happening with Donald Trump that nobody's going to remember that specific horrible thing that happened with Donald Trump. But no, I thought that I like that.
It's good. Yeah.
Because he was warning me. He's like the first thing he said when he gave it to me was I don't like this.
No, it's good. It's a really interesting balance between creamy and crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's too sweet.
I don't think so either. That could be our American palates.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I did have 4 pixie sticks for breakfast. Is that bad? But I feel like this is the sort of thing that would go really well with a small coffee, one of those little European coffees.
Right. A baby coffee.
Yeah, Polly Pocket.
Polly Pocket
coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee Pocket. Yeah, this thing's this seems like something that would be a nice after an opera sort of cake.
It also has a mix of super sweet and natural tastes.
I think the frosting is the sweetest part, and then it is buttery alcohol-y in the inside. Yeah.
But that frosting just melts away so nicely.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a thick buttercream,
the way American cake.
Why can't this be more like an American cake? Is this going to be the 52nd state?
No.
Or the 53rd at this point, probably. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
So
good.
thank you, Oleg.
Thank
you, Ukraine, and an official apology from America to Ukraine.
We didn't pick him.
Yeah.
I mean, us three didn't pick him, but kind of a lot of people picked him. Anyway, so now let's get to some actual candy in this episode.
Oh, we're gonna do candy today?
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're shaking up the format. It is going to be cake and beef, and soon beef cake. Speaking of Oleg, beef cake. Cake and beef given by a beefcake. I hope he's okay with me saying that.
I have no idea.
After I gave no indication to him this morning that I'm attracted to him.
Other than I kept winking at him.
Yeah, nice baby. I think we could do a good job raising this thing.
Greg was there to hold you back.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Easy, pal, easy. I'm tugging his leash, but he's tugging harder.
Even the baby was like
Lay
lighten
off.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
lay off.
Jeez.
Lay off, daddy.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's now get into a segment where we go over some recent candy news, and it's delivered by a member of the Candy is Dandy family each week, and it is called a Candy News.
Henchmen, bring me my Minister of Intelligence.
Right away, sir.
How may I serve you, my Duke of Depravity?
Candy Cane Brain, I would like to hear your latest candy report.
Of course. Operation Orange is bearing fruit.
I see what you did there, but I am having second thoughts about the name. Feed the intern who came up with it to the gummy sharks. Use the ones without the lasers. I feel like they're underutilized.
Consider it done, my liege. We anticipate total control of the White House by the end of the month.
Greedy billionaires. They're almost too easy to manipulate. What other news do you bring me? Oh, what happened to Daniel and those puny podcasting punks? Are they, necro wafers yet?
About that, my lord, he enjoyed his punishment.
What?
They taste like plates.
Yes, Daniel actually enjoyed the Neko.
Disgusting! And they called me a monster! I designed those despicable discs myself! How is this possible?
I mean, Beto did have a mild reaction, but he spit out the clove one and inadvertently saved himself.
Greg?
Quite formidable, that one. Years of eating garbage candy has given him quite the cast iron stomach.
Damn you, Boston baked beans! What of the YouTube trolling campaign?
The cream incident actually boosted their views, plus the facts are on their side.
No one cares about facts!
It's pronounced creme.
This is
The TikTok demonetizations!
their videos were reinstated.
Are you telling me we can buy elections, infiltrate the White House, destroy democracy as we know it, but we can't take down a single stupid podcast?
It's not that stupid.
It's as if their own insignificance and failure have insulated them from our attacks, quite resilient, like cockroaches.
Blast these sweaty social media hacks! It's time to kick it up a notch. Is the mole in place?
Yes, my liege.
Perfect! It's time to initiate Operation Kit Kat Nap!
Sir, is that the kidnapping plan? Or the plan to open a kitten-themed cafe with nap pods?
It's the kidnapping one! Intern, gummy sharks, death now!
Meanwhile, back at Dandy HQ, our unsuspecting heroes share the candy news. Will the Dandy Boys find the mole in time? Will they survive the next attack? Will TikTok finally be banned? Find out next time in a Candy News.
That's what I was trying to come with.
Can we play the Batman theme again? Wow. That was I don't know what happened. Like a screen came down and just...
My phone got hacked. It was playing on my phone. It ate up all my battery.
It was like that one end of that one season of Sherlock where Moriarty's back, right? Guys, Moriarty.
It was weird. Moriarty, man.
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Yes, Moriarty.
I kept wanting to say mole when I was reading mole. I was like, tune in next. Will they find the mole? It's kind of candy.
Grandma,
find me the mole. Wow. Things are heating up in the saga of the Skittler, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're building up to something. Something big might be coming in the future.
Perhaps.
I like what they said about my stomach being iron.
Yeah. That's backhanded compliment.
You
Right?
think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I read it as a straight up compliment.
I mean, like some things that are also iron, like potbelly stoves, like those are iron too. Fantastic writing. I mean, we're recording this on the day of the Oscars, and I feel I feel like if this isn't like a write-in candidate,
Come on.
What
do we got to do?
The work we've been putting into this.
If this doesn't win an Oscar today, I'm gonna walk on stage and slap Jack Nicholson, and it's gonna kill him. Hang on, let me warm up my Jack Nicholson. All slaps and no. Greg, help me out. Greg, you're the king of Jack Nicholson impressions.
I don't know. Oh. It's like Bob Dylan.
Yeah, but that's
my Bob Dylan.
Let's do Jack Nicholson as Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Work and no play make me want to murder my wife.
Give me the bat.
What?
Give me the bat. Hey, give me the bat.
Give me
Give me the bat.
Give me the bat. Well,
that's what Van Helsing says too. Give me the bat.
Yeah, we should have had him, and he should have been Van Helsing and Nosferatu. Again, tune in next time. Something big is building with the Skidler. I can feel it. Was that Popeye?
Mm-hmm.
But now,
yes.
I mean, I'm trying to put that horrific threat out of my head. That there's something. We're going to a cat cafe, I think, in the future. Something's happening.
There's
I don't know.
Nap pods there.
They might have mole.
Do you think? I don't want to. I know we haven't started the episode yet, but do you think one of us is a mole?
No.
Oh, I mean. He was pretty sympathetic.
Daniel's like, look how, Daniel practically like feeds lines to him.
I'm the one who brought a cake from Ukraine. I can't be a mole.
He is pretty fixated on Daniel. What if that's just a psyop?
Yeah, what if it's like a decoy?
No.
And Daniel's the mole.
Daniel's the mole. Daniel's been the whole mole the whole time.
I can't.
Show me your hands.
No, I'm not going to show you my hands.
Show me your hands.
I'm not going to give you my hands or show you my hands. I can't be the mole. I'm an American citizen. I can't be a mole.
What's your opinion on Skittles?
Yeah. What's your favorite color of Skittle? Is it the red one?
I think it's the band red one. That's my favorite. What's the most American Skittle color? Rainbow.
Red, white, and blue.
Red, right, and blue.
Yeah, red, right, and blue.
Interesting. Greg sounds a little.
I'm everything's normal. I know the stars on the flag are out tonight or whatever. Oscars.
We've got like wait, what country is about to become the 50th sickle on the American flag? 51st. Sorry. Wait a minute. Do I know? Daniel! Oh no! I gotta have some mole.
Beto's been spending a lot of time in international territory too. You know, coming back, having some of his research is redacted. I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep these two guns pointed at both of you the entire episode. We're gonna have something of a mole standoff. But now it is time to get to the actual candy news, and of course, everyone has a hilarious title. They're all have such funny names, and this one is called Chips Adieu.
Wow. Is there like an alt for that? Is there like a second?
Why would there be? I mean, is there like a second Vatican?
Did Shakespeare have an opening act?
Yeah, it wasn't at one brute. Wait, no, that proves your point. It was at one brute. Yeah. All right. So sometimes we cover news that are from far off lands like Ukraine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Places where the comings and goings are meaningless and inconsequential to us, like Indianapolis.
Yikes.
But sometimes a candy news story hits so close to home, I wrote him, that you almost can't bear to cover it. This is one of those times.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I regret to inform you both that a couple months back, Costco discontinued its Kirkland brand 4.5-pound bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Yeah. Traitors, moles, both of you.
They did it because you're pre-diabetic.
Yeah, dude.
And they were worried
Someone
about
had
you.
to take action.
Yeah, they're taking full responsibility for it. Did you read the press release?
It was written by Dr. Corbata. I don't know. I don't remember what my doctor's name is. Dr. Liar, I think. Doctor out to get me.
Doctor out to get me. PhD in pants on fire.
That's what the P stands for. So, citing a nearly 200% increase in the cost of cocoa.
Whoa.
Costco said that they no longer are able to offer their brand at a better value than the name brand while still providing the same level of quality.
Wow.
That's interesting. I was at Costco a couple days ago and I didn't see their chocolate muffins.
Whoa.
There you go.
A chocolateless territory.
Yeah, a chocolateless territory.
Oh my
Finally,
God.
global warming just got real. They got rid of the chocolate chip muffins.
How deep is your stash, though?
How deep
I mean,
is your
how deep
stash?
is your
We probably have.
Do you have at least one unopened 4-pound bag?
It's not. I mean, unopened. Come on. It's not.
Is it part of your earthquake kit?
It's just a pile of melted chocolate in the trunk of my car.
It's okay. I can put these back together.
It'll solidify. This is as good as gold. We probably have like 2.5 pounds left.
Okay.
So if they were able to keep selling them, though, they would have to charge $16.99 a bag, as opposed to the Nestle brand that they also sell that's going for $15.48 a bag. So they figure it's not worth to try to compete with Nestle. This discontinuation will last for 1 year, when they will then reevaluate whether or not it would be worth it to resume their operations.
Okay.
People not unlike myself and Melissa who depend upon such a bag for our survival.
Our children. What will our children
What will
say?
Oleg's baby think if I can't give him chocolate chips? So these people, me and Melissa, are furious online, and they have started petitions to bring it back.
Wow.
Many point
That's
out,
a lot of bakers.
it's a lot of no, you don't have to be a baker to enjoy this. You just have to be a lover of candy to love this. Many point out that the Kirkland ones, so there were two types. There was like a red bag and a blue bag. Interesting, Greg. Which bag would you pick? Oddly enough, I have the red bag.
Yeah.
Not saying anything.
Oddly enough.
So the blue bag, I think, was dairy free. So you had the option to get dairy free, as opposed to the Nestle, which are not dairy free, which was the dairy free one's a big benefit to diarrhea havers like Greg. Lovers of fine diarrhea.
You're hogging all the diarrhea. Give some to us.
I want 4.5 pounds of diarrhea. So others also said that they're fine supporting the Costco brand and not supporting Nestle by paying a little bit more because of, slaves. But in the meantime, we still do have what's left in our bag in our fridge. And for anyone thinking about trying to pull anything, yes, our apartment is booby trapped.
Oh.
So you're not getting it.
We have a guard cat, okay?
Yeah, we have a guard. We have a
I'll
guard
think
cat.
twice.
And he is armed. 4 arms. He is.
And a secret one in the chamber, that's his tail. He could use it.
He's got a prehensile tail, aka a bazooka. So yeah, that's a shocking development from the Costco world. Heartbreaking news in this segment of Candy News.
Candy cane brain.
Oh, that's
yes,
you.
my liege.
I need a report on Costco chocolate.
Sir, our plan's working.
Yes.
They're taking the chocolate chips off the shelves.
Yes.
Soon Daniel will fold.
Yes. And when he is weak, we will strike.
Beto and Greg need him so much. They will never know how to edit a video without
they will
him.
crumble, and the profits will diminish. Candy as dandy is doomed. Wipe out.
I mean, would a mole be targeted by the Skittler?
That's a really strong case that Daniel's not the mole.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we rely on him too much.
Yeah, see?
I don't know who's the mole.
He could be bought off, though. That's the thing. Daniel could be bought off.
Oh my
I can't be bought off.
Scarcity in the
That's
Kirkland
right.
brand chocolate chip
God.
market will sway him to Skidler's side.
He will totally...
He's the mole.
He's the mole.
No,
He'll
no,
follow
no.
chocolate chips. He has no allegiance.
Wait, but what do you make mole with?
Oh my God. How is he supposed to make mole if he doesn't have mole?
Oh my God. They have my wife.
They have his wife. He's on their side.
He's on their side.
I said to them, take my wife, please. They took it seriously. I can't believe it. Now I'm going to have to marry Oleg.
My hands are tied, which I won't show you.
I'll show
you my hands.
Just trust
what
me.
color they
tied.
are. But yeah, man, there's some
Some allegations flying around.
high intrigue going on in Candy is Dandy HQ.
We are fracturing at our core.
A deep crack in between us.
Yeah, I mean, we all have a deep crack in between us. That's where your diarrhea comes from, Greg. I regret to inform you that is where, unless it's really bad, it's coming at the ears. So now, look, we're deep into this episode. It is time to get into the actual candy of the
Yeah.
show. So,
And what do you call a thing like this?
Yeah, what the heck is it?
Yeah. Is there like a name for this?
me.
It's got some sort of name.
Some like
like doohickey mabob.
Yeah, exactly. Like a whippersnapper or
like a thingamajiggy.
and like a knick-knack.
Oh yeah, like a paddywhack.
Paddywhack.
Like dog bone.
Yeah.
We're trying milk bones. What's going on? Who'sy what's that's on first? Whatchamacallit's on second. I don't know if I'm on third or on my third stroke. That's right. It's time to hear about the candy with the most fun name in the business, the Whatchamacallit.
Oh, but what do you call it?
Yeah.
Look, the humiliation I had going around candy stores trying to find one of these things.
Calling.
Every single one of these was an Abbott and Costello routine. So before we start, anybody ever had one of these?
I have a long time ago. I don't remember anything about it other than the fun of the name.
It is a fun name.
Yeah.
Beto.
Never had one, never seen one, never hoped to see one.
So you have really never heard of this candy
Never.
before?
Perhaps in the past because we've discussed it, or at least in passing. But I thought it was fake.
I thought it was just a
With a name like
placeholder.
that?
With a
You
name
thought it
like
was
that,
fake?
how am I supposed to trust the mole?
I just thought it was your dementia. Am I supposed to trust the mole? There is no mole. There's no mole.
That's what a mole would say.
I have never had one of these before.
Okay.
But I've always seen it. I was aware of it. But I've always been curious about the Whatchamacallit because the name is so much fun.
Yeah.
And why was that? Because you couldn't find them?
Because I couldn't. It's so many letters. Like how could I not be interested in it? The whole alphabet's in this bar. That's their tagline. So a Whatchamacallit today is a peanut flavored crisp rice covered in a layer of caramel, enrobed.
Oh, yeah.
In chocolate candy, quote unquote, which we're gonna get into.
No.
It's actually mole.
That wouldn't be bad.
It's Kirkland brand.
Yeah, Kirkland brand.
So they were released by Hershey on December 8th, 1978. And really the most interesting part of their story is their name.
Yeah.
It was created by Patricia Volk, who was associate creative director at Doyle, Dane and Bernbach, which was which could have been the
Delicious.
name of this place of this candy, which was the ad agency working with Hershey to promote this bar. So that they had a list of like almost 100 names, and they were like, "Well, let's go with Whatchamacallit. We can't pick one. Let's go with what? Let's go with the 101st option, Whatchamacallit, because it was memorable.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit." Except to Beto. So, Whatchamacallit being an actual recognized word by Merriam-Webster as a shortening of the phrase "what you may call it," having first appeared in 1928.
Wow.
So this word has been around for a while.
That's crazy.
Isn't that kind of weird that I didn't think the may kind of threw me?
Yeah,
what
no.
you may call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What I thought. What did I think it was? What would you call it? That's what I guess. What would you call it? That's what I thought it was a shortening for. But what you may call it is officially what this is referencing.
Wow. Okay.
I just thought like Whatchama, it was just like old timey like W.C.
Yeah.
Fields, like Whatchama, you know, like what you call it?
It's just like vaudeville language.
Yeah, well, exactly. Ballyhooey.
No, that's a different bar. We're trying that next week. So to call back to a previous episode, Patricia Volk is also the one who came up with the name for Hershey's Hugs and Kisses.
Whoa.
Same
On a
person.
streak.
Wow.
On a streak. She never got credit for that. For
Patty.
Hershey.
What's her face? Never got credit for it?
That's what the men in the company called her. What's her tits? That was her. That's what her desk said. Men. So she never got credit for it, which she talks about in her 2001 book called Stuffed: Adventures of a
Ooh.
Restaurant Family.
We should read that as book club.
Yeah.
So we got to read her book and the book from the guy who, what was it, the Heath Bar?
Yeah,
There
the
was
Heath Bar, yeah,
Like
who-
I hate my family.
I hate my family and they won't let me die or something.
by George Heath.
We should do an audio book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can all
yes,
take turns
yes.
reading.
Yeah. But we'll read it like a round robin rap. And there's a beat behind it, and we're reading like the driest book about corporate America. But when these, whatever they're called, first came out, they actually did not have caramel in it.
Whoa.
Interesting.
It was a peanut butter flavored crisp enrobed in actual milk chocolate. It wasn't until 1987 that they made it more peanutty and added the caramel.
Interesting.
Also, since 2008, it is no longer legally milk chocolate. By FDA standards, what it is enrobed with is called chocolate candy, like I said, which is just another variation on chocolatey.
Chocolatey.
So it's not actual chocolate. In fact, allegedly, due to the rising cocoa costs, the only Hershey flagship chocolates that are actually still legally chocolate are Kisses, Reese's Cups, Hershey Bars, and Kit Kat.
Wow.
Can you just remind me, chocolatey doesn't have cocoa or doesn't have milk?
It doesn't have enough cocoa butter in it.
Oh, cocoa butter. There
It's
it is.
more
Okay.
vegetable oil than cocoa butter. It's more vegetable oil than man.
I would rather die than consume another drop of vegetable, oil.
Please don't make me eat my vegetable oil.
Come on. No, you can't have cocoa powder to eat
Until
your
you have your
vegetable oil.
vegetable oil. So around that year, 2008, they had a group of several candy companies actually tried lobbying the FDA to allow vegetable oil to replace cocoa butter in the requirements for
Oh,
things.
no, thank you.
The FDA was like, no, like of course we're not going to do that. Except maybe today. No.
Yeah.
How much money do you have to offer us? Yeah, you could. We'll call sand chocolate if you want.
Did you hear that Charles Manson's leading the FDA now?
No, he's in charge of Monkeys music. He's the head of Helter Skelter. And his skeleton. And then this is where the naming gets crazy. As Greg, you were so confused of my talking about this yesterday. I was like, I got to find... Both of you can't believe what what I was asking you to buy. In 2009, though, they released a limited edition spin-off of the Whatchamacallit called the Thingamajig, which was a variation on the original Whatchamacallit. It was chocolate-flavored crisp rice with a layer of peanut butter cream enrobed in chocolate. It was discontinued in 2012, but then brought back in 2021 under a new name. This time the name was going to be chosen by the public. So in 2020, they held a contest to come up with a name for this new spin-off of the Whatchamacallit. 43,000 people submitted entries, but the winner was sent by Elisa M. from Framingham, Massachusetts. And the new name was Who's What's It. So the Who's What's It was the variation on the Whatchamacallit. Her prize was $5,000, a year's supply of the new candy, and a neurological exam for her clear signs of senility. But enough talk. Let's get to tasting the candy so good we won't even remember our own names. I went to like literally 7 different places.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I had seen a Who's What's It, and I couldn't. It was like the Heffalump. Like I was like Big Bird asking people, "Have you seen the Heffalump?" Like nobody knew. Do you have a Who's What's It? A Who's What's It? Like I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's been discontinued and just like not announced. But honestly, I was looking more forward to the Who's What's It than the Whatchamacallit.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, there's just more evidence
gibberish.
that none of this exists.
This is gibberish.
It's just you're gonna open it and it's just gonna be like a styrofoam bar. Isn't this great?
Yeah, guys.
I swear it's
like
real.
that scene in A Hook.
It's Hook. You're doing it, Peter. Yeah. You're doing it, Beto. You believe. Bangarang, Beto. Bangarang. But yeah, no, I couldn't. I was so upset that I couldn't find a Who's What's It. But the next time I see a Who's What's It, I'm grabbing it and I'm going to take it straight to the FBI. I swear these exist.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I regret that we can't have a Who's What's It today.
That's okay. I had enough trouble finding these things.
This regular
We'll get
one.
into it. These also are kind of hard. Again, this is like Heffalump territory. Like, is this real? I don't really know. Like, are we hallucinating all of this? I don't know. But now, before we taste the candy, we're going to have our Rapper's Delight or It Ain't Right segment where we judge the candy by its wrapper. And this is an easy one for me.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big rapper. This is a big It Ain't Right. No, this is a big Rapper's Delight.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Delight for me.
It's got comic book charm.
Yeah.
up the
Comic book
wazoo.
charm. It's another one like the what was the other one we were talking about that was kind of like a
like pop art.
not a Norman Rockwell. Who's the guy who does the pop art?
Oh, Lichtenstein.
Lichtenstein. Roy Lichtenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the comic booky thing. The name is in 2 different colors. It's like it's broken up in syllables. Whatchamacallit. And it even has a speech bubble like a comic book saying deliciously crispy. There's a lot. It's dynamic. It grabs your eye. I love it.
It really does, to harken back to 60s Batman, has that like punch effect of like
that
someone gets
star
hit.
punch
Yeah.
thing.
Whatchamacallit. That's like when someone says something that they didn't understand.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit.
Batman forgets the word for something, so he hits Robin. Whatchamacallit.
Yeah, so Rapper's Delight.
Yeah.
Oh
on
yeah,
both across the board.
easy rappers.
Yeah,
delight.
easy. I don't even have to put a lot of thought or defend
No.
myself. It's just like it demands attention.
And it has a very unique color scheme.
Yes,
especially
I
the kind of
agree.
orange,
Red.
gold
Yeah, gold, and then
with
like
little
a,
stars.
Yeah, the
oh
little
yeah,
stars.
I didn't even
like
notice they're stars.
more evidence that someone's getting punched and they're seeing stars.
Oh yeah, yeah. This
Isn't real. Oh my god.
is Batman lashing out at his diminishing cognitive skills.
Yeah.
That's dark, man.
Yeah, no,
just like the night.
The true Dark Knight is his declining mental faculties.
He has that thing that football players get when they get hit in the head too many times.
CTE. But no, this is a great wrapper.
Yeah.
And also like just touching it, like this is a substantial candy bar.
It's
And
got
so
thick.
It's thick. So we have
Yeah, it's a thick boy.
thick. Yeah, this is Greg's CTE moment. Couldn't remember the word for thick, much like a mole. But we've also got the king sized
Yeah.
here, and the king sized is like it's not just longer,
Yeah.
it's taller. Like it is
Girth.
It is
baby.
girth. It is girth.
I was confused because on the regular size that Beto brought in a pack, it says 230 calories per one bar. And I looked at the number on the king size is 120 calories. Now that's weird. And then it says per third of the pack, which means like
there
a
it
third
is.
of this.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
Don't be
substantial.
fooled. So now it is time to try this beautiful bar that we've got. The wrapper honestly feels kind of flimsy.
It's a little thin.
It's a thin wrapper. I wonder what the thinking is behind that. This kind of, again, it looks like a nutty bar or like a,
Yeah.
to put it in Canadian terms, a coffee crisp.
Oh, I can go for a coffee crisp right now.
Well, it's kind of a nice smell.
Yeah.
Nice veins. Nice veinage.
No, it's more like waves. Like this
Yeah.
kind of looks like a molasses spill coming at you.
Yeah. Like ocean photography.
It's very appealing looking. Like this looks like a classic candy bar.
Yeah.
Like when you think of like a bar of chocolate, like this is it. This is
Yeah.
almost Wonka-esque.
Wonka-esque, yeah. Smells good.
It's got kind of an alcohol-y smell actually.
It does. Kind of like a
Kuv cake.
vanilla-y almost.
Okay.
More so than a chocolatey.
Yeah. Why does it not smell like? Oh, it's chocolate candy, so it's not.
It's-
it,
no,
it
yeah.
smells like vegetable oil.
Interesting.
It does smell like vanilla.
Yeah.
That's weird. I wonder why that is. Well, let's try this thing. Let's try our first bite of a Whatchamacallit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was
thick.
there was a lot of resistance there, and I didn't enjoy that.
It is like biting styrofoam. Not bad.
Okay. Peanutty,
Yeah.
crunchy.
Well, I like that.
I don't know if I'm getting any caramel.
Me neither.
The caramel's very thin on top if you see it. You see that tiny layer of a caramel? And for me, as a non-caramel lover, that's kind of the perfect amount of caramel for me. Like it gave it
A pull.
I thought it was going to crisp under our teeth better or like easier. It was a little harder than I was expecting. But once it's chewing up in your mouth, which is what you do with teeth,
Sure.
it melted pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I really like this flavor.
I don't think I enjoyed the snap.
It's not a great, it's more of a like a shatter, not a shatter, but like, it's not a snap.
It's a break.
It's a break.
And it's kind of like the break from like a stale cookie, which I didn't like.
Here we go.
Or when you break drywall.
Here we go. I like when
Yeah.
the things are stale.
But the flavor is pretty good. It reminds me of a Nutter Butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you guys were saying,
Yeah.
or Nutter Butter or Coffee Crisp, it's like in league with these two. It's very dense.
It is a very dense bar.
I like this a lot because it is bordering on a nutty bar. The layer of caramel almost like
It's so negligible.
but like when you bite it off, like everything comes off smooth, except it's like hanging on for dear life
Yeah.
by that caramel.
Yeah.
And just like let go, like give up caramel. No one likes you. It's like Mufasa or a Scar holding Mufasa off the cliff. Like just kill him.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, nothing lasts forever, and you're my brother, and I'm gonna kill you. So like, I'm the bad guy.
Also, this is Macbeth?
Wait a minute.
Wait, or is it
It's
Hamlet?
Is this Romeo and Juliet? Get back up here. I'm gonna marry my own brother. I'm a lion, and I ain't lying.
I ain't lying.
Flavor wise, I'm liking all this.
I mean, you like it because it's very peanut forward.
Yes.
I feel like the chocolate tea might provide some type of like creaminess, maybe. The caramel, I get nothing from it.
No, there's no caramel. There's no chocolate tea going on.
Yeah.
It's almost more like a Rice Krispie, like a peanut butter flavored Rice Krispie treat, but
Totally.
like harder.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like this though.
Yeah, I like the taste. I just not crazy about the textures.
I like the textures.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that it melts in your mouth.
Oh.
Don't you think that the innards are kind of melting in your mouth?
There's a meltiness. Yeah. There's a meltiness there. It's kind of one-dimensional for me. I feel like they advertise the chocolate or the chocolatey and the caramel, but it just doesn't deliver anything.
That's how it's like a bait and switch.
100%. It's kind of like a cop-out.
Let's try the king size. Maybe this will change your opinion. I'm going to give you a piece of the king size because it's like two stacked on top of each other, I feel like. And maybe that will make it even worse for you since the tough snappiness might.
It's going to be even harder to break.
Here.
I heard that they have to drill into the king size. Whoa.
We had to get a strong man in here to break that in half.
This would be a good survival candy bar.
Yeah, I agree. It's got the density of a power bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's not the same texture as a power bar though. But I really like crisped rice candy.
Yeah.
And the only ones we've had that have that are Crunch Bar and 100 Grand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Crunch Bar did the ratio to chocolate better. Obviously, this is chocolatey. I was kind of expecting a little more chocolatey.
This is way more rice forward
Yeah.
than chocolate forward.
Totally.
I think like a zigzaggy, wavy layer of caramel.
Have you had a
throughout.
zigzag?
I've been zigzagged. I think like a gooey layer of caramel would have really broken this up in a nice way.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't, I can't come to a candy and say like this is what they should have done. But I think that like the textures, like you're saying, kind of one note, every bite's the same. I think like bursts of just like goo would have made it a little better.
Yes, you needed that velvetyness to break up the dryness.
Yeah, it's very
so dry.
I don't know if I want goo out of this.
Then don't advertise caramel. Just remove the caramel altogether.
Hey, I'm with you on that one.
It's so insignificant in this bar.
It should be asterisk.
That's why I wanted the Who's What's It because it's no caramel, but it's the peanut butter cream.
Oh, that would have done it.
That would have just enhanced
that would have done
the natural.
We need something moist.
Yeah.
Oh well, you are supposed to dunk these in glue. Well, all right. Let's try this king size. See if it's any different of an experience.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was easier to break.
Weirdly, this one tastes more chocolatey. I think there's a thicker layer of chocolate.
Yeah.
Not on mine.
Maybe there's just more chocolate because of the size
I think there's
of
just
it.
more chocolate.
I kind of.
The chocolatey comes through on this one for me.
I wonder why that is. Because it looks like a really thin layer.
Yeah, I think it's just that there's more surface area of chocolate.
Yeah.
But I think that it's too big.
Yeah.
Like biting into this is too much.
Yeah.
Like my mouth, a human mouth is not designed for this big of a.
It's kind of a chore for sure.
It's a chore. This is you and a friend share it, and you both like
Stack your mouths on top of each other.
Yeah. You and your betrothed.
The caramel doesn't hold on as much though.
No.
Yeah. It's like they put less caramel and more chocolatey.
It's like those slices of prosciutto at an Italian. Like somehow they got it like thinner than a sheet of paper, and then they halved it by that for the king size. I don't know how they did it. This is a technological marvel. Yeah, I think they both have their pros and cons, but
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm leaning more towards the regular sized with that.
I am.
I'm glad you brought the regular size.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think the regular size kind of changed our score. I think it would have been a harsher score if we only had the king size.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to. Well, let's talk about where we got since we don't have a Who's What's It to try.
Dang it.
Let's get into where'd we get it and how much. Let's start with your experience, Beto.
So Daniel gave me a tracker. Like you have to use a tracker to find these things.
Which, by the way, was inaccurate.
Yes,
Oh my
100%.
God.
So I hit all the top 3 stores
my God.
of this tracker. Nothing. Usually Walgreens is pretty good with kind of these like obscure candies, but not this time. Couldn't find it. I had to go to what they call a Walmart neighborhood.
Oh, right.
Which is like a Walmart that
What
doesn't
the
have,
hell?
that's only like a grocery store pharmacy.
They have
Oh, I
those-
thought it was like you had to get a passport and like
You become a citizen of Walmart.
you have to show your proof of residence.
who is our founder?
Yeah.
They have a natural birth citizenship at Walmart neighborhood, by the way.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sizable amount of the American population that was born in a Walmart
Anyways, I went to
or
this
conceived in a Walmart.
Went to this Walmart neighborhood. I was looking for the single bar, could not find it. had to buy the 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
But actually, I don't know how much you guys paid, but the price per bar in the 6-pack, not that bad.
Okay.
$6.48.
Whoa, for that
that's
whole
great.
thing?
That is
Yeah,
a great
for the whole
price.
thing.
Yeah, you
So
got the
I got
deal.
some bulk.
How many were? It was a 6-pack.
It was a
right?
6-pack.
That's a great.
I got a little bulk deal going on there.
So in my defense, that Whatchamacallit locator, which I designed, by the way,
By all the places I saw it in a dream.
Yeah.
they were all just names of stores that Roald Dahl made up. But it was an official Hershey locator, and
Yikes.
me too. I went to a Walgreens that was on there, didn't have it. I went to another
Nope.
Walgreens that was on there, out of business.
Oh.
So they did not have it. I
Wow.
had to go to a bunch of different places that.
It's telling me to go to Gimbals. It's telling me to go to.
You gotta go to the nearest Piggly Wiggly, and you'll
if you
find
can
one.
still find an open pick and save.
You're gonna have to go trick or treating at FDR's house to get one of these. It was hard to find.
Yes.
but I did know that my local Ralph's did have them, like at the impulse buy area.
Yeah.
So I went there. They only had the king size. It was $2 for a king size.
Okay. That's not
which-
terrible.
It's not terrible, but like I did see it at a different store for $4
For the
a
king
for the
size?
That's
size.
outrageous.
And I refused to buy it because I went
What
to
is
a bunch.
this, eggs?
I went to well, but they had to kill so many whoosy what's it because of the thingamaflu. They're called Whatchamacallit. Culling is what you do.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for explaining that.
Yeah, does anyone here read the Wall Street Journal print edition? But yeah, I went to so many places thinking they had a Whoosy What's It, and they just didn't have it. But yeah, mine was $2. My king size was $2 in Ralph's. What about you, Greg?
I was going to my local guaranteed to have old timey candy spot, Galco's in Highland Park, California.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go. I went to a
Not
gas
a sponsor.
station in Echo Park in Arco, and I was like, I bet they have it here. And they did. They had a king size for $2.
Dang, those
So I didn't have to
hipsters.
go. I know. But I feel like if I went to Arco, I could have found a Whoosy What's It. I feel in my heart that it's there.
I don't know.
This is your mission.
Yeah. Today I'll find out on my way home.
Should you choose a Whoosah to accept a Wetza? I don't know if they still make them.
Okay.
Like, because I went to a candy store, Sam, which is right near us over here.
Yeah.
And if a dedicated candy store doesn't have it, like then who?
Then whom?
Then who's I'm gonna call it?
Yeah.
Hipsters in Highland Park.
The
Yeah,
hipsters
it's
in
true. Hipsters in Highland Park.
Galco's the hippest place
Yeah.
in Highland Park. They're like rare and common, whatchamacallit. Like it's,
Kind of how I felt. What was it? Crunch or Butterfinger was the one.
I think it was Butterfinger. That was kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
It was really hard to find.
it's like at a lot of like big places, but like other big places won't have it. Like, yeah, we have it at CVS. And then what are you talking about? We don't have it at Walgreens.
why would we have it? Yeah.
It's weird that way, that it's common and uncommon.
Yeah.
It was an ordeal. We haven't had in a while a sort of scramble to buy candy.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not spice things up a little bit?
Why not make our record time a little bit late today? Because everyone's
Yeah.
like, I still haven't found it.
Everyone's at we were all at 4 different candy stores
Yeah.
trying to look for it. All of us saying whatchamacallit at the same time. So now it's time to rate these at a 0 to 5 cavities. Oh my God, he's got a pen. Beto has a pen.
It's all Greg. It's all Greg.
I
I
should have
thought of
known.
him this
Yeah.
morning.
And to think, I respected you.
You shouldn't.
All right, so we're going to write it down so as not to influence each other at a 0 to 5 cavities. Yeah. I'm kind of this was kind of easy for me actually. Is everyone locked in here?
I'm locked in. It was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was an easy
I mean,
one.
it's easy to write 0. It's just like
It's only one
big
number,
swoop.
one motion.
So let's start to the left of me. That is you, Greg.
Okay.
What do you give a whatchamacallit? And this is a joke that a first grader wrote.
How much you give a? Right? That's what this game is called. I liked the taste. This is one of the first ones where I liked the taste and I gave it a low score because there were so many obstacles in the way.
Yes.
Like the texture was not appealing to me.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't appealing. I didn't like the texture. I didn't like the density.
So to be clear, both of you wanted it to be like softer, gooier.
I wanted the caramel to balance out that crunchy, dry peanut butter.
Okay.
Like he was saying, it being one note and every bite kind of being the same. It kind of got a little bit tedious at some point.
Yeah.
Like you guys were saying, like a chore.
But OneNote is one of the most popular mangas of all time, so just keep that in mind.
And it's one of the best apps on your phone. Are you using that?
I had to put a timer on my notes app.
It gets a little repetitive for a while. No, it's got a lot of things right about it, but I'm learning as I eat more candies that texture is a huge deal to me, and this texture is just not doing it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
But okay, Greg, what's your ideal sandwich? For Beto.
Goat cheese.
Not disgusting.
Sandwich?
Yeah, like what's your ideal kind of sandwich?
Meatball sub.
And how would you describe the experience of eating a meatball sub?
Pornographic.
Okay, but so why is it pornographic?
There's a bunch of balls in your mouth.
It's a bunch of balls in my mouth. I got to hold them.
So make a Mr. Bucket special.
I name each one of them. Yeah,
it squirts all over your face.
Well, part of it is that
That's
it's
what
very,
I'm talking about.
It's very liquidy.
It's wet and sloppy. He loves wet and sloppy sandwiches. This guy is a slop hound.
Good man.
I'm a good man, and I'm not afraid of a little slop. I'm not afraid of getting my mouth sloppy.
You like wet sandwiches. You have often said to me, I wish this sandwich was sloppier.
Like French dip.
French dip.
Oh, he loves French dip.
I love French dip.
You love Veggie
I love sloppy
Grill?
joes. I love Veggie Grill.
Because Veggie Grill has a lot of wet sauces.
Yeah, because with vegan stuff, they have to compensate for it not being meat. So they're just like, we'll put a bunch of weird sauces in this. And it's so good. I like dips. I like the act of dipping.
Are you trying to argue I like dry ass food side?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm saying I do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just for.
You take a bite of a book. The humor is just so dry.
I'm just saying that his preference towards things is he likes things to be wet and wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like things to be dry and composed.
Yeah. I would eat a slip and slide if it was mostly chili.
Chili, exactly.
Chili.
Yeah, I saw you eat a wet chili yesterday.
You did see me.
We had carnies yesterday.
Yeah, we had carnies.
Nice.
He had a chili dog, and he was like, "Man, I wish I could just pour more of this all over myself."
And then our lunch got even wetter after that.
It
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
No details needed.
Yeah. we don't need to explain.
Yeah, we don't explain. Yeah.
But all right, go proceed. I just wanted to bring his character in front of the jury.
I'm a big wet sloppy boy, and I'm going to give this a 1.5.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
that is low.
Yeah.
That
is
feels
down low.
That is down
below the belt.
That is below the belt.
So low that it's like where all the water is, the wet water is underground.
You can hear me wading through it.
So now, Beto, let's hear. Maybe you have a more balanced opinion.
I do not. So this is dry. It is bland. The flavor is okay. It's like a kind of like a what's that?
Delicious.
It's kind of a delicious.
A delicious to taste it.
It's like that peanut butter cookie whose name escapes me right now.
The one that you said earlier, a Nutter Butter.
It's it's kind of like a Nutter Butter, but I would argue a Nutter Butter has more moisture than this.
I would argue Mars has more moisture. Not the company. The planet Mars has more moisture than
the red sun.
Red sun?
Isn't it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, our red sun, Mars.
Yeah, Mars.
Our red sun, Mars.
A sun like my child.
I feel like it's a cop-out to say chocolatey, especially caramel, undetectable.
Yeah.
The chocolatey provides perhaps a little blushness to it, but nothing other than that. The king size was way too big. The texture was not enjoyable. I'm not a big fan of these. I think if you want chocolate, you're going somewhere else. If you want caramel, not even the same zip code.
Yeah.
If you want
that's in the Walmart neighborhood.
If you want peanut butter or just like a peanut flavor, there's so many better options to choose that will also provide chocolate.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to justify this, especially with how hard it is to find. And like that doesn't surprise me. Like maybe it's hard to find because they don't produce that much and people aren't really looking for it.
I think they know their demographics. They know which neighborhoods to put them in.
I guess
people
so.
with good taste,
I think
Midwest.
I think this was a real missed opportunity. Put chocolate on it. Let's just get some chocolate, people. Put it on it. Use some luscious gooey caramel that'll counterbalance the dryness.
Or the peanut butter smear or whatever. Yeah.
Peanut butter
something.
smear. But when you're talking about more gooey caramel, now you're just talking about $100,000.
Okay, then eat $100,000.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll eat $100,000 of these.
Instead of this, eat $100,000. Like it's there's so much else out there that it's hard to justify. I give it, like my compatriot, a 1.5.
Wow, you both gave it a 1.5.
Look at that.
Sounds like there might be a bit of a mole
Look at that.
situation.
No scratching out.
That is the smallest number I've ever seen in my. Hang on, let me get my telescope. I got to look at the red sun. It's written on
as in child, the red child, the sun,
the red child of the solar system.
Yeah.
Well, look. Sometimes you have to just stand against the crowd and shout to the heavens. It's pronounced creme.
Yeah. But sometimes the facts are on your side and sometimes they're not.
Yeah, that's true. And we can all take that in the ways we want to take that. But for me, this gives me a lot of Nutty Bar flashbacks, Coffee Crisp flashbacks. And to me, it tastes like a peanut butter Rice Krispie treat.
Okay.
And yeah, the caramel the caramel adds nothing. Like the caramel does absolutely nothing here. And I'm okay with that because I don't really care about caramel.
I don't caramel.
I don't. Whoa, Greg, did you write that? The chocolate tea. Yeah, it's just sort of a shell. Maybe it adds a smoothness to it.
Is there a good chocolate tea out there?
No, there isn't.
So let's stop this, people.
Yeah, come on. Nut
up.
Yeah.
But the alternative is, well, then we're not going to make any chocolate because it's too expensive. I predict going forward, the world will get more and more chocolate tea.
It's just so hollow and flavorless.
Well, nobody's happy about it.
It seems like no one's happy and there's no point to it. So let's just stop this practice.
The socialist over here trying to take down corporate America. I love corporate America.
All of a sudden, every real chocolate bar becomes like, this is $90 now.
Okay. Is this the America you want to live in?
I want real chocolate.
Yeah, I want real chocolate.
The only people who get real chocolate are the presidents because there will soon be multiple presidents. But I liked it. I liked the texture. I liked that it was kind of hard, and I liked that it melted in your mouth. But the big experience here is the crisped rice and the peanut butter. Like I'm not arguing with you that the other parts of it add nothing.
But is it really peanut butter?
It's peanut flavored. It's peanut
crisps?
flavored. I think I would have liked the Who's What's It a lot more, but you're going to be shocked by this score. Of how much I did like this.
Oh no!
I gave it a 4.
Wow,
that's
high.
criminally high.
It's pretty high, but I really like this.
That's wild to me.
I would not go to this if I'm like I need chocolate.
Yeah,
you know.
All right,
but. Oh, you want more? I would not go to this if I wanted a better candy. I would not go to this if I wanted to be upset that there's caramel.
If I was starving, I would not go to this.
I would not go to this if I had a podcast about candy. But no, I just liked. I liked the meltiness of it.
Okay.
I just liked it.
Would you ever go to this again?
Yeah, I would. I would get a Whatchamacallit again.
Really?
Yeah.
Fully stocked candy aisle. You can choose anything you want. You're on a road trip. I just need a little pick-me-up. You're grabbing a whatchamacallit?
We gave you $10 to get any candies you want. He brought back 5 whatchamacallits.
I would come back to the car and say, sorry, I couldn't find a Who's What's It after I presented. Oh, what? You're upset that I couldn't also find a Who's What's It when you're mad at me for bringing in all the whatchamacallits? Yeah, no, I would pick this again. I liked it.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a specific thing, though.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Shockamacallit.
But you did score the crunch high, I think I remember. So this is like if you're working out and you're like, yeah, but I want like my workout bar to feel like a crunch bar. This is what you would get.
This is very different from a crunch bar, though. Like a crunch bar is very chocolate forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not.
No.
It's a specific desire. It's a very specific desire. It's substantial.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of it's bang for your buck. Mm-hmm. Like it's not a bad size. I liked it.
Okay.
I enjoyed this. I would eat it again. But now look, let's give the official qualifier. Would you be excited to get this on Halloween, Greg?
A bite. So I could do a bite. I could do a bite of it. I wouldn't
a wash.
Yeah.
A watcha.
I could do a bite of a whatchamacallit. I can't dedicate a whole bar like I did earlier.
Yeah.
But like a bite wasn't bad. I was just like, would I be excited? Not really. I wouldn't be excited. I would eat it. I would accept it, but I wouldn't. This is November candy. This is November 3rd candy.
Oh no, that's great because it's also unique.
It is unique.
It's more unique than even $100,000.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cult murders are also unique.
Yeah,
they don't happen all the time.
The president of the Helter Skelter department. What about you?
I would probably not be excited. Like I wouldn't throw it out of my bag.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worthy of that.
It's definitely like I'm gonna try to trade this thing.
Yeah.
Or
I'll wait on this.
Yeah, I'll wait
for
on
like
this.
a Who's What's It though,
or maybe I'll give it to a little kid and he'll make his day. You know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Because he's dressed as Dirty Harry for Halloween. Go ahead. He's threatening
Go
me.
ahead.
Go ahead, make my day. All right, here's a whatchamacallit.
It's just so dry, and if I want peanut, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's the only redeeming quality of this is the peanut. I guess you can say it's like a substantial, more like a candy bar if you wanted like a workout bar.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really good for you, this stuff. I once saw Arnold Schwarzenegger eating like 400 of these. After
He came up with the name. He was trying to say.
He was just trying to say anything in English. Of course, I would be excited to get this on Halloween, but it also like
You won't.
I won't. I certainly won't, unless like I go trick or treating at Willy Wonka's house. But
He's pulling out of the trash to hand kiss.
you can even eat the trash can. It's Butterfinger territory where it's like a big swing of a weird, different kind of candy.
Okay,
and I appreciate
will give it that. Yeah, I will give it that. It is a big swing.
Better than a Butterfinger, though. We can agree on that.
Yeah. I mean, but I
like the flavor.
That's my new qualifier. Is it better than a Butterfinger?
Yeah,
I think Butterfinger has a better flavor, and I'm pretty sure they use chocolate, not chocolatey.
They do.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a specific desire for me, and that's a
twisted, man.
That's a desire I have every day. But I like it. I don't know what to say. I'm really upset that we don't have a who's he what's it.
I'm okay with that.
I bet you would love it. Greg, go to Galco's today.
I'll go to Galco's today.
Go to Galco's today. And we're going to reconvene here tonight. And Greg's going to have a who's he what's it. But now before we get into our game, we are going to have our pre-game upload.
Where'd I put that thingamajigger whatchamacallit?
I think that I saw that
That
gizmo-tronic
thing.
I gotta sit down for a little bit.
I don't know. It's too dry anyways. Let's get into the game.
I got styrofoam in my stomach.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama Mahoo's it?
Yeah.
Where we keep all the candy bars?
I don't know if you can call it candy, but we got some of them doohick and maboba things buried in the ground out back.
Oh, with all the chocolate tea? Oh, Mama Mahooza. Come here and give me a kiss of my bobble.
It's hard times. We can only afford chocolate tea.
Only the president that we voted for gets to eat chocolate. My person got stupider and stupider as the thing won. As people who eat whatchamacallits do. So before we have our game, we ask you to do one thing each episode, and that is this time. I want you to send us listener questions.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Why do you suck?
Why didn't you all give whatchamacallit a 4? One just came in. Weird.
Yeah.
Why didn't you vote for Trump?
Why do you keep doing impressions of me? So send us questions that we'll answer in one big segment that we'll do at the end of one episode. Personal questions, candy preferences, hypotheticals.
Who's the tallest?
Medical questions.
Medical
Send us
questions,
pictures of
social
your
security
ailments.
number
Yeah.
questions, anything. Best way to ask us, leave it in a review on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
You can do that. If not, email it candyisdandypodcast@gmail.com or Instagram @candyisdandypod or Blue Sky @candyisdandy. I want to answer questions.
Yeah,
I want
and
to answer questions.
Email us a link. I promise we'll click it.
Yeah, we will click it on the most vulnerable computer.
Yeah. Make sure that we do know that you're a Nigerian prince and you do need our help.
Yeah, those are trustworthy links.
I like to help the people of Africa.
They got a lot of princes over there, but so does Saudi Arabia, so I don't see anything wrong.
There's all these Saudi princes in Nigeria now. It's
I
weird.
don't know. It's weird.
I also got an email from 2 princes. The spin doctors wanted my medical record number. It was weird.
I got an email from Prince.
He's back. And he wants to know my social security number. So, I guess he's writing a new song.
Yeah.
So now it is time to have our game. So it is now April 2nd, I believe, that this episode comes out. Passover starts next week. So I thought now would be a good time to have another round of Candy Mad Libs.
Okay.
And of course, the reason being because the only Mad Libs I have is Hanukkah Mad Libs. So we're just going to do Hanukkah Mad Libs again. But Melissa did modify one specifically to Passover. So we'll do we'll do that one at the end. We've got our Mad Libs.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you for writing Mad Libs. Which, by the way, I looked up. Are there different? There's a Mad Libs for everything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a candy podcast Mad Libs. Out. There's so many different Mad Libs. Okay, so we'll save the Melissa one for last. What do we want to do? Let's see some options. There's Hanukkah at my house, Hanukkah quiz. Let's see. There's why Hanukkah is my favorite holiday.
Yes.
That one.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah.
Why Hanukkah is my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
All right. So let's for people like Greg, you may not remember how Mad Libs work. Wink, wink,
Wink,
Beto.
wink, wink.
So I'll ask you different terms in English to give me, and I'll write it in, and we'll fill in the blanks of the story that is in Mad Libs. So I need a plural noun, and again, we want to keep this candy related, seeing as how this is a candy podcast.
A plural
noun.
Locusts.
But that's
wow.
not, again, candy related.
Oh, right.
Candy locust.
Oh, candy locust, gummy locust.
Last time we did this, it took like 8 before we started forgetting what we were doing. Now, right off the bat, we have no idea what's
A
happening.
noun.
Nerds.
Plural noun. Nerds.
Nerds.
That's a noun. Nerds is plural. Okay, we need another one. Another plural noun.
Gummy nerds.
Good. Yeah.
Gummy nerds. Okay, now we just need a regular noun. Nerd.
Dum dum.
Oh, yeah.
Dum dum. Okay. Another noun.
Geez, there's a lot of nouns.
A lot of nouns. This is noun heavy.
Whatchamacallit.
It's listing all the names of
Whatchamacallit.
Abraham's sons.
Another noun.
What's with all the nouns?
It doesn't have to be
Taffy.
Taffy. Okay, here we go. Number.
69.
Yeah, brother.
That's a really cool number. That's really cool. Oh, I'll explain to you. Like, it's not just cool. Like, it's a little sexual.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No.
How?
I know. I'll show you later.
Okay.
Is that how much something costs?
Yeah, it's
That's how much chocolate costs.
that's how much it costs to buy chocolate to woo your lover. So we need another plural noun.
We did nerds.
Yeah.
We did
Gummy
nerds. Nerd clusters.
Nerd clusters. Okay, and need another plural noun.
Nerds ropes.
Yeah,
I
ropes.
should have written it that way.
That's a lot of nerds.
Yeah.
So you want to do nerds ropes?
Yeah, why not? We
What
have
is
a
it? This podcast?
theme going.
We need another verb.
slapped.
Yeah.
Slapped. Oh yeah. Noun.
Candy butt.
Candy butt.
We just
All right.
slapped it, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we slapped the candy butt. Now another noun.
There's too many nouns.
There's too
for
many nouns
for
on
the
this
record.
one.
Too many nouns.
We have some notes, Mad Libs, and our letter is going to be like, "We feel blank." Insert insult about your Hanukkah Mad Libs. It made us feel emotion.
Gelt.
Gelt.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we need one final plural noun.
Whoozy what's its.
Whoozy what?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So here we go.
All right.
Why Hanukkah is my favorite holiday
Yes.
by Daniel Zaffron. Hanukkah is my favorite holiday of the year because I get lots of nerds. No, wait. On Shavuot, we get to make ice cream gummy nerds and eat dum-dum cake. So Shavuot is definitely my favorite holiday. This is a big Jewish lesson for you.
Wow.
But wait, on Sukkot, I get to go in the backyard and build a whatchamacallit with my dad. So I like Sukkot best. Then again, on Passover, I get to be the taffy of the show and ask the 69 questions.
Oh, wow.
And on Rosh Hashanah, I get to dip nerd clusters in honey. That actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
I think we
Hey,
trademark.
guys.
Oh, no. Anything you come up with that's a good idea, but it belongs to Mad Libs, which I really like. So maybe, no. Tu B'Shvat is my favorite holiday. I'm sure of it because I get to plant nerd ropes in the ground. But then again, on Simchat Torah, we all slap one another.
I knew
we all
it.
slap with one another. On Shabbat, my entire family gets together to share a candy butt.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
And why am I never invited over for this?
You weren't supposed to know about the candy butt.
We keep the secret.
Mad Libs is
From the
spilling all the
goalies.
tea. On Purim, I get to dress up as a gelt. I guess I can't pick my favorite. All the Jewish holidays are more fun than a barrel of whoozy what's it. I mean, we don't know.
Wow.
We don't know if that's true. So do you want to do one more Hanukkah one or go straight to the actual Passover one Melissa
Let's
did?
do the Passover.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go
I wanna do
straight to the
Passover one.
Passover one.
I'm curious.
All right, so this one's called Tummy Ache.
Ooh.
All right, so I need an exclamation.
There, look.
Look, all right. Part of the body.
Woo!
We already
Butt.
used candy. Forgot we got. All right.
Yeah,
we use candy butt, so we can do butt this time. Verb.
Slap.
Type of food.
Candy.
Number.
I mean,
420.
420.
420.
Guys, that's also a really cool
What?
number.
How?
Yeah.
Is that a sex thing too?
Yeah, I'll explain later. It's the day that Hitler had sex.
Oh,
Plural noun.
fish.
Fish. I guess that could be a singular or plural.
Or
noun.
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
I forgot we're doing candy.
We're nationalists, yeah.
Yeah.
It matters where they come from.
Another plural noun.
I'm trying to think of another one that has the country in the title.
Boston
Baked Beans.
Boston baked.
That's a
my
country.
favorite
Boston.
country.
Yeah.
Boston baked.
Baston.
Baked.
Baston.
Bangs. Adjective.
Gooey.
Gooey.
Ooh.
Plural noun.
Gummy worms.
Yeah.
Gummy worms. Number.
Let's do.
All the coolest numbers are taken.
I know. There's
Yeah.
got to be another cool number though.
What's like Fonzie's favorite number?
Oh, eight.
Eight.
Yeah.
Oh, eight. Okay, so 8. A place.
Temple.
Adjective.
Temple-y.
Temple. No.
That's not a word. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm writing it.
Strong.
Strong. Temple strong. Noun.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Part of the body.
Want to do the nose?
Yeah, let's do the nose.
Adjective.
Sloppy.
Ooh.
Floppy. Noun.
Use butt again?
I would like to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but butt isn't a noun. It's an adjective.
No, the way I use it, it's an attitude. Lollipop.
Lollipop. And a final adjective.
Dry.
Yeah.
Dry. All right. So this is the story of my tummy ache.
Uh-oh.
Look! I have the worst butt ache and can hardly slap.
Relatable.
Yeah.
So relatable.
I don't understand why. All I ate tonight was one matzo ball candy. 'Cause that's kind of a jawbreaker.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, maybe it was more like 420.
Oh, dang.
But still, that's not very many. I did taste the brisket Swedish fish. And I guess I tried the macaroons Boston baked beans too, but they looked so gooey. I couldn't resist. Oh, and then there were the fried gummy worms. Oh, wow.
That's
that
actually
sounds
good.
That my aunt made. I had 8 of those. But she came to visit all the way from the temple, and it would have been strong manners not to have at least one. My mom brought out some chocolate sorbet after the meal, which she said would cleanse the nose. And then she served the sloppy coffee. I didn't have the coffee, but I did have a few glasses of lollipop juice. So you see, it doesn't make any sense for me to feel dry right now. I barely ate anything.
This is literally what you told your doctor a month ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is not a far off conversation from many I've had before. But yeah, that's some Passover and Hanukkah Mad Libs. Good for all seasons of the year.
Yeah. Everybody likes it. Everybody drinks lollipop juice.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to. And this Passover, make sure you drink a big cup of lollipop juice for me.
Make sure your manners are strong.
And keep your butt dry, okay? But yeah, that's our whatchamacallit episode.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
We did something.
Yeah.
Our Whatchamasomething episode. Strong showing in part of the room.
Yeah.
Strong showing from
Strong.
Whatchamacallit. But
Yeah.
we'll see you in a few weeks for something else. Enjoy the start of Passover, everybody. Remember, at least taste the matzo ball gummy worm.
Oh, yeah. You got to,
You gotta slap that gummy
You've
butt.
been to a Seder. You should know
have.
this.
I
Think
have.
back. Go into your mind palace or your mind temple. He starts reciting the whole Torah.
Yeah.
gefilte fish.
Yeah, that's
Gefilte
right.
Swedish fish.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
we go. Greg, use your knowledge. I have imbued you with so much Judaism over the years. I have been so Jewish in front of you for so long. You must know something.
Manischewitz pixie sticks.
Wow.
Give this guy a 69.
Yes. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Anything you want, sir.
Da, 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 da.
Hoist.